Hey, this is Movie Edge, and this is going to be my holiday collection video. Mostly Christmas, but I do have some Thanksgiving stuff in here and some New Year's Eve stuff. And I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this time. I'm going to have a stack of Christmas movies that weren't released at Christmas time. There's a Christmas theme there, but it wasn't meant to be a Christmas movie. So we'll get to that in 1 second. I have a lot of stuff here. Some of it's new, but I can't figure out which ones I bought between the end of last year, the beginning of this year, and then this year in November. I can't remember. So whatever. If I come across it, I come across it. I'm going to do the Thanksgiving ones first with this classic John Hughes movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. This is one of my favorite holiday movies. Doesn't matter if it's Thanksgiving or Christmas. You can watch it either or you can just watch it in the summertime. It doesn't really matter. But this was John Hughes' hilarious movie that he directed, produced, and written. So yeah, I just wish that a lot of the deleted scenes that were cut out of the movie and a whole bunch of, alternative scenes and other stuff would be put out on video. This will ever get a Criterion and that all happens, that'd be great. Who knows if that footage exists? I don't know. But that's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with the lenticular. Okay, next. It's another John Hughes production. He didn't direct it, he only produced it. Yes. And he wrote it and he produced it. So it's a Dutch with Ed O'Neill. Yeah, right. This is a great freaking fun movie. Unfortunately, not on Blu-ray anymore. Not even on DVD. It went out of print. But hopefully one day it'll come back. And I hope it does with some special features, because all this has is a theatrical trailer. That's it. So yeah, you can see it on cable a lot, but you can't see it on video because it doesn't exist anymore. Here's another one that is basically a Thanksgiving movie, but they don't advertise it as a Thanksgiving movie. It actually did come out around Thanksgiving time, and it is Freebirds. It's about birds going back in time with a time machine. Yeah, it's reality, but they're going back in time to stop turkeys from being the main meal at Thanksgiving. So it's a cute movie. I found it funny. And it came out, what year did this come out? I can't find it. No, 2013. I found this one at the Dollar Tree a long time ago. Finally, this one I didn't know how to categorize because there's 3 themes in it. There's Halloween, there's Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas. The Halloween one is it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Thanksgiving is A Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving and A Charlie Brown's Christmas. The Charlie Brown's Christmas has It's Christmas Again, Charlie Brown. Great one. The only one the one they're missing is I Want a Dog for Christmas, Charlie Brown. That one I need to get on DVD because it's not available on Blu-ray. The Thanksgiving one has The Mayflower Voyage, which is another Thanksgiving-esque one. But the rest of them are not holiday things. They're just the specials that came out on TV. So there you go. There's also one on Apple Plus right now. Happy New Year, Charlie Brown. I think that's what it's called. You could get it on DVD, but I haven't gotten that one yet, but I plan on it. Next, this stack right here is movies that got released with a Christmas theme, but weren't released at Christmas time. So, yeah, let's go through these. It's Who Slew Auntie Roo. It's a horror movie, and it was not released at Christmas time. No, it was released after Christmas. I think it was either April. It was either March or April. I don't remember, but of 1972. And it's a horror movie. It starts off at Christmas, and it ends like a Hansel and Gretel movie, pretty much, with the two kids. So it is worth checking out. It is on Kino right now. You can still get it, and it's on Blu-ray. So yeah, I want to try to upgrade that. Then this movie is a really good movie, Last Holiday. It has the Christmas theme in it. I think up until it's like the end of the movie, where it's like kind of New Year's Eve-ish kind of thing. But this is a great movie. Didn't get released at Christmas time. Got released in January of 2006. So yeah, I don't know. It's a Christmas themed movie. It's very funny, very entertaining. Go check it out. Then you got this movie that was released in March of 1988, okay? And this is Vice Versa. This is a body swap movie, like all body swap movies. You know, you have an item, they touch at the same time, they switch bodies, whatever. And it happens on Fred Savage as a kid, and the parents are divorced, so he's got to spend Christmas vacation with his dad while his mom goes out of town or whatever. And it's a fun movie, but it's all Christmas based. And maybe this was intended for Christmas one year and it just didn't happen. They pushed it to March. I don't know, but it's very good. It's a very fun movie. This is another one that got released, I think I want to say June, and it's a remake of a 1934 movie from Damon Runyons, and it's called The Lemon Drop Kid. The whole movie is basically Christmas. They even sing Silver Bells in it. Why wasn't this released as a Christmas movie? Don't freaking know. And you got, Bob Hope playing a racetrack trout and trying to scam and do people like that. But yeah, I mean, it's well worth checking out. And at the time, I did not know this was a Christmas movie. When I found out it was a Christmas movie, there you go, I got it. But it was never released for Christmas. There's another one that got released in I think it was July, I don't know, of the year it came out. And it's from 1983. It is Trading Places. This whole movie is Christmas based up until the end of the movie where it turns into New Year's Eve. This movie, the whole thing is Christmas. I don't know why this wasn't released in November to December as a Christmas movie. Don't know. And it released as a summer movie. So if you haven't seen Trading Places ever, very funny. John Landis directed it. Another one that didn't get released as a holiday movie, but it had a holiday theme throughout the whole movie. Maybe it was supposed to be originally as a holiday movie. I don't know. And that is Gremlins. Not Gremlins 2, not Goonies, but Gremlins. I know this is on 4K, but I heard the transfer is not that terrific, so I'll just stick with this for a while. Gremlins was released, I think it was around March. March of the year it came out was, of course, it's not going to be that easy to find. I think it was 84. But if I'm wrong, comment below. But it was released like around March of 84. So not technically a Christmas movie, but it was Christmas themed throughout the movie. So, and then finally, the big boy. And I'm talking about Die Hard. This was not intended as a Christmas movie, but yet it was Christmas themed. Die Hard was released in July of 1988 as a summer blockbuster. But it was never intended as a Christmas movie. It was intended as a summer blockbuster movie. Why didn't they just, I don't know, use another theme or something? I don't know. Die Hard 2, which was released in 1990. No, it can't be right. 1990. It was released in 1990. Die Hard 2, Christmas-based throughout the whole movie. In the airport and everything, he's trying to get the terrorists to, stop crashing up planes and stuff. And again, July movie. Starting out with the DVD Christmas movies in the collection. Well, most of them are movies. I think a couple of them are TV specials. And this was one of the TV specials, Family Guy, Road to the North Pole. Absolutely hilarious. Love that episode. And, of course, you got the Cleveland show, Murray's Christmas. It was from the Cleveland show season 2. But they stuck it on here as a, just a bonus episode. Yeah, love this episode. If you haven't seen this episode, check it out. Next, this was a Netflix original. Not that long, but it was like a Netflix original movie. 1 hour. Angela's Christmas. Actually, there's another one that came out this year. It's not a part 2. It's probably just another story, but this was pretty good. Let's do a couple of WWE films here, shall we? First one, we got The Miz in this one as Christmas Bounty. Haven't seen this one yet. Got it from the Dollar Tree, so it was a good deal. And it's a Christmas-based movie, so yeah, why not? Check it out later. This one I didn't see either, but another Dollar Tree find with The Miz, Santa's Little Helper. Basically family-oriented movies. This is one I have to update because it did come out. It did come out on Blu-ray, but I didn't get it yet. Christmas with the Cranks. It's actually pretty good. You got Tim Allen. Tim Allen made a crap load of freaking Christmas movies, and yeah, Dan Aykroyd in here as well. Cheech Marin, Jake Busey. It's just a fun movie. It really is. This is the only Hanukkah movie I really got in my collection. There is a horror Hanukkah movie I would love to get. It's on Hamilton Book, but I haven't gotten a chance to get that yet. 8 Crazy Nights, the only Hanukkah movie I have, but they throw Christmas in there too. So there you go. Adam Sandler. It's a very funny movie. The animation is beautiful in my opinion. Another underrated comedy that people shitted on, and I don't understand why. It's very funny. It's got 2 Saturday Night Live people in it and Nicolas Cage. It's Trapped in Paradise. And this one is very funny. They find this bank in this small town. They're going to rob it, but everyone's being so nice to them. They have to return the money. But before they can, all this stuff happens to them. And people are just being so generous and nice to them. They can't take it. Christmas Vacation 2. This is basically, yeah, there's a Christmas theme throughout the movie, but it's not like Christmas Vacation, the original Christmas Vacation. It's got, it's got the character on there of Eddie, and it actually has the original, can't see her on here, she's in here somewhere, but there's original Audrey from the very first movie is in this as Audrey Griswold. So she's the only actress that played Audrey Griswold twice. And I mean, there's like some other features and special stuff on there. If you find this, check it out. I think it's on streaming services, but I can't remember which one. More than likely, probably HBO Plus, because it's Warner Brothers. So, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventure. That's too long of a title. too long of a freaking title. But it was made for TV movie, so. Got one here that is a Halloween and Christmas themed one. Got Butt-O-Ween, and you got Beavis and Butthead Do Christmas. And each one had episodes in it. I'll show you. Each one had episodes in it, and two made, I think, an entire hour of stuff. So it's all the episodes. One of my favorites in the Ernest series. The very first movie that Touchstone Pictures put out, owned by Disney. Ernest Saves Christmas. This is a great, funny Christmas movie. As far as the transfer is concerned, it's not that great of a transfer. You could see all the little burn marks and stuff on the dust marks and everything during the film. But it's still worth getting if you find it. Pick it up, and who knows if this is ever going to be on Blu-ray, because it's Touchstone, owned by Disney. So, yeah. Widescreen. Unaccompanied minors. Whole bunch of minors in the airport that need to go places, and the parents are sending them off by themselves. That wouldn't happen today, but there you go. And it's a very fun movie, Unaccompanied Minors. I think it's called something else in the UK. But, yeah, it's a flipper disc because it's got widescreen and full screen on it. So, yeah, this is All I Want for Christmas. This is a G-rated movie. It's got Ethan Randall in there from Dutch, the kid from Dutch. And this is Leslie Nielsen, who plays Santa. And it's basically a really fun movie. I think Kevin Nealon's in here. Yes, Kevin Nealon, Lauren Bacall. It's a pretty fun movie. It's only 92 minutes. It's a G-rated movie. So if you ever find this, pick it up. This was a made-for-TV movie, Stealing Santa, and Stealing Christmas. Wow, I can't read. Stealing Christmas with Tony Danza, Leah Thompson, and Betty White. Really good made-for-TV movie. It was from the USA Network. If you get USA and I don't know if you get USA around the world or what, but this was a really decent made-for-TV movie. And came out in 2004. So they might play this from time to time on TV. Who knows? But it's a really good movie. The Family Stone. It's a Christmas movie. People say it's really good, so I don't know. I have to check it out. This one I got, I think, last year at a Dollar Tree sale. It's kind of tore on the side, but Christmas Carol. This is I think this was made for TV animation movie in 1997. That's what it says. It's owned by 20th Century Fox, so Disney probably owns this stuff now. So there you go. It's got a good cast up there. Check that out. This is Classic Holiday Stories, and it has on here Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is a better version than the Blu-ray. Pluto's Christmas Tree, which is just a short, 7 minutes or something like that, and the small one. The small one is basically the story of a donkey that the boy has to sell, his favorite donkey, but he sells it to Mary and Joseph to go to Bethlehem and, have Jesus there. So it's a really touching little short. It's a 25-minute short, and so is Mickey's Christmas Carol. But there was another one of these that came out before this that had, it didn't look like this, it was different artwork. And it had a short on there called Santa's Christmas Shop or Santa's Christmas Village, something like that. It's on Disney Plus right now. I seen it, but it would have been nice if they would have kept it the same and put it on here. But whatever. This one I have never seen. I picked it up, Bush Christmas. It's about I have no clue what this is about. It's a Christmas season. It's supposed to be on a ranch somewhere, and That's all I know about it. And I know it's still being sold, but they're like BDR releases, and some of them have double features. This is the original from MGM. So it's not an MGM movie, I don't think. It was a independent movie. But, you know, it's a Christmas movie. I have to check it out someday. Now, this was released through Disney at one point. It's a Disney made-for-TV movie. Santa Who, where Santa loses his memory. And it's Leslie Nielsen. Again, Leslie Nielsen in a movie. And then this one came with it, which is another Christmas movie, which I haven't seen either one of these. But the quality on this is kind of I didn't watch the movie, I just previewed it. And yeah, it's really bad quality. They didn't really restore it that well. And here's a BBC movie. It's called Last Christmas. Not the one that just got released like a couple of years ago. That's a different story. So I have no idea what this is about. These are TV specials that I did watch, and they're both honeymooners. The first one, I got this last year. The end of last year. It was Honeymooners Christmas Laughter, and I just got it for the short, or the episode. The episode, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and yeah. So I have the whole series on Blu-ray, but I thought I'll just keep this with the Christmas stuff, so I don't have to keep on pulling that one out wherever it's at. I don't know where it's at, but this one also comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra episodes, so it's well worth getting. But I only bought it for one. Volume 3 of The Lost Honeymooners. Eventually, I will get this whole set, because there's a set of this out. You could get on eBay or Amazon. Sometimes it's in, sometimes it's out. You have to just find prints of it. And there was an episode on here, the lost episode. It was called Christmas Party. Okay? And this was from 1953. Has all the same cast as the classic 39 episodes. But I found out later, because I wanted to see if it was online, there's another version of this episode with the original cast members. It's almost exactly the same as this, except maybe 1 or 2 differences. But other than that, it is the same. But it's hard to explain. It's like they scripted it and they used the same script for this one. So maybe they were done a year apart. I don't know. But there's another one that was called Christmas Party, and it was before Jackie Gleason hired Audrey Meadows, Josh Randolph, and Art Carney. Before he hired those people to be in the regulars of the Honeymooners, there was another one with another cast, and someone else played Alice and stuff, and it was exactly the same storyline as this. So they filmed that episode 3 times. It was a scripted episode, and I know Jackie Gleason doesn't do scripted episodes or rehearsals, but that one is the same script, just a little bit tweaked in each episode. Let's start with the Blu-rays, because I have a whole crap load of them. Show you some stuff that I have here. The Rankin Bass ones. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. People watch this now and cringe at some of the scenes. Yeah, look at that, his nose red. Cringe at some of the scenes, but you know what? It's just a kid's thing. You're not supposed to think that hard. So it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Yeah, I got the slip with that one too. Okay, haven't seen this one in years. And this one didn't come with a slip when I bought it, but oh well. Frosty the Snowman. Still missing the little drummer boy. And there's like a couple other ones that I'm missing from Rankin Bass, but eventually I will get them. This wasn't intended, but I just, usually it's the Christmas Carol movies that I get a lot of. I got The Nutcracker, The Untold Story. I think I got this at the Dollar Tree. There was a 3D version of this, but I never found it. And And this one I never heard of before, never seen it, but the cast, Elle Fanning, Nathan Lane, and John Turturro, yeah, sold. But did I watch it yet? No, I did not. It's a Universal thing, but I don't even know what year it came out. 2010? So I never heard of it. And then this one I think I also found at Dollar Tree. I'm not 100%. This is like an independent one. It's The Secret of the Nutcracker. I have no clue what it's about, if it's the same storyline or whatever, but I had to check it out when it's only $1, now $1.25. But yeah, it was well worth checking out. But I never heard of the company. I never heard of anything about it, but it was a Christmas one and I had to get it. So, and finally, something I should be watching this week. This being Tuesday, I'm filming this. I should be watching this Wednesday and Thursday. A whole crap load of them, catching up. Nutcracker in the Four Realms. If anyone's seen this movie, I should check it out right away. Leave a message below, because this one I'm curious about. Didn't feel like getting it on 4K because I'm like, if I don't like it, then it's a waste of money on 4K. So I got this one originally came out, Disney Movie Club. So yeah, and the cast is really good. Keira Knightley, and you got Helen Mirren, Morgan Freeman. Great freaking cast. This one I got this year. Fat Man. Wanted to get this last year, but it just wouldn't go down in price this year. Yeah, this is actually an awesome action movie where Mel Gibson plays Santa, and this little shit that didn't get his way hires a hitman to kill Santa, and it just, this mayhem pursues and stuff. But little did the hitman know is that the government was working with Santa to produce like parts for airplanes and stuff, and but they were completely useless when the hitman came, because I'm not going to tell you, but they were completely useless. Santa had to do it all. So this is a great movie. It's a fun movie. I liked it. There's funny parts in it. There's dramatic parts in it, and yeah, I highly recommend to pick this one up. This one is a crap show. A real crap show, and it's all the creatures were stirring. Now, looking at this cover, I'm thinking it's going to be a movie about, either elves or some kind of creatures, Christmas creatures or whatever. No, it's an anthology of about 4 or 5 stories, and there's like maybe one good one in there out of all these stories, and it has Jonathan Kite from Two Broke Girls that played the cook in that show, and also Constance Wu from Crazy Rich Asians. Those are the only 2 big name stars in the movie, and they're like towards the end of it in the stories. So it's, if you want to check it out, it's really cheap and cheesy, and I'm talking about the production value is cheap. The movie's really cheesy. So if you want to see it, hey, check it out. This is a new classic for people. They love this movie. Last Christmas. I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I'll watch it this week before Christmas Eve or by Christmas Eve. So, Last Christmas. Now the newer cover art looks like a Christmas movie. This does not. It is The Family Man. Haven't seen this yet. And I don't know if I'm going to watch it this year or not, but that's the good thing about keeping all your Christmas movies intact in one spot, because you do and do not know what you do know what you watched, and you didn't know what you watched. So, yeah. This one I watched last year. It was actually a pretty good special, SpongeBob Christmas. And yes, it was actually filmed. It was actually shot like stop motion animation, like the old Rankin Bass ones. So that was a treat. Not that long of a thing. I think it was like 25 minutes. And then there's a whole bunch of other episodes on here that have nothing to do with Christmas. So I just bought it for that. It was cheap. This one I seen last year too. I thought it was going to be gory, but it was Black Christmas. This is the remake of Black Christmas. They should have put an unrated version out of this, because the kills were like too clean. I want to see some blood and guts and stuff like that. But it's the story's good, But as far as the graphic violence and stuff, no. But it's Blumhouse, so I had to give it a shot. Maybe I'll watch it again, but I think they should put an unrated version out of it. This movie I watched this year, recently, and it's Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. This was a special that was made for HBO back in 1977. And for years, the Kermit the Frog part cut out because they didn't have, who owns this? Sony Columbia. They own this, and they didn't have permission to put Kermit the Frog in there. But it finally got put back in the beginning, the intro. He's the little host of it, and at the end of the thing, he's the host of it, and it is only 53 minutes. It's cute. It's more for younger children and stuff. But I mean, Jim Henson at the time did this all. He did some voices. I think Frank Oz did some voices in here, and yeah. But it's worth getting if you're a Muppet fan, especially if you like to see Kermit. And it is one of those made-on-demand ones, but there are special features in here, and all new special features at that. So if you have the DVD version without Kermit, I highly recommend to pick this one up with Kermit because it's the way it originally showed. This one I got off of Stinky Tuna, and this was a Christmas movie. This is before I had Netflix, that's why I got it. And it's a Tim Allen Christmas movie again. Okay, El Camino Christmas. It's a made-up town, El Camino, and I think it's about a convenience store being robbed. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but it is on Netflix. So I can either see it through there or I can see it on there. This is when Stinky Tuna was first starting out. The artwork on here is great, but it's a sticker. It's not actually printed on the disc. And you can see just by looking at this how grainy. Well, not in here. It looks better, but it's just grainy, really grainy. And the back is kind of blurred here. So this is when they were first starting out. But it's, I had to get it because it was a Christmas movie with Tim Allen. There's one that I got last year that I didn't get a chance to watch yet. The end of last year. Almost Christmas. I think, did I get this from? Yeah, I got this from the Closing Family Videos. So I ordered that and I got it. And it was in pretty good condition for a used movie. The Star. It's a activity movie with all the animals talking to each other. And you got some really good voices in here. Stephen Young from The Walking Dead and other movies. Gina Rodriguez, Zachary Levi, Keegan Michael Key, Kelly Clarkson's in here, Anthony Anderson. I think Christopher Plummer and Tracy Morgan, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey. I mean, it's like a lot of people. And this was produced by, I'll be damned. It's produced by Jim Henson Company. Well, that's pretty cool. So, Sony Animations, Jim Henson Productions, Columbia Pictures, Walden Media, and there's another one I can't read because it's tiny, and another company, animation company. So, well, we're checking out, and there's a sing-along thing on there and stuff. And it's directed by the late, great Penny Marshall. So that's even better because I like Penny Marshall's directing style. And it has a lot of, it has Gregory Hines in there. Big fan of his. He was awesome. Rest in peace. And there's a whole bunch of other Denzel Washington, Whitney Houston stuff. So yeah, this movie was a pleasant surprise to find that it was a Christmas movie. Now we come to a disaster area. Star Wars Christmas, our holiday special. Got this from Stinky Tuna. Actually, there's no copyright on this, so anyone can put it out. And you can find it all over the internet. But Yeah, I got this from Stinky Tuna. But yeah, this disaster. It's like a train wreck. You can't look away. But yeah, I mean, it's well worth checking out. I mean, it's got an animated short at the end of this movie, if you want to call it a movie. I don't know. And Art Carney's in here from Honeymooners, and there's some other like guest appearances in here and stuff. But it's just so bad you have to see it, kind of thing. Yeah, Harrison Ford, when he's asked the question about this movie, he denies it. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not in here. There's a movie I bought, I want to say last year, the beginning of this year. I think it was the beginning of this year. It is HD DVD. Yeah, I know. When was the last time I bought an HD DVD? But this is P2. And it is a Christmas movie. It happens at an office Christmas party. Someone had to go down. She's got to go downstairs to her car or something, get something, and this crazy ass security guard starts hacking people up. So I had to get it. I have to watch it. I'm gonna probably watch it this week, tomorrow or Thursday, and check it out. But I have to hook up my HD DVD player and plug it in and all that good stuff. It's a pain in the ass, but it's well worth checking this out, because in Blu-ray, the only Blu-ray that came out was in Germany. I think it was in the UK, but they're both out of print now. So the only way you can get it is HD DVD, and I have a player, so I might as well use it. It's a Wonderful Life. Whoa, there's nothing to say about this movie. This is an awesome movie. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, see it. There's another great and wonderful movie. Irving Berlin's White Christmas. Damn. Wow, I'm getting dry again. Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, White Christmas. What else do I have to say about this one? And this is the older version, because this one came with the movie on Blu-ray, and it has a whole bunch of special features. Plus it has a bonus 12-song Christmas CD of Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, and all the rest of them. Some songs were not in the movie. They were just special, so I got that with it. Now, I'm going to get more in advance. Eventually, I'm going to get more Christmas Carol movies, because I like different versions of it. This is A Christmas Carol, George C. Scott version. I think this was made for TV, because the aspect ratio was 1:3, I think. Yeah, 1:3:1. This is a made for TV movie. Don't know if it was regular TV or cable. I don't know. But yeah, I had to have this, owned by 20th Century Fox, and now Disney owns it. One of my favorite comedies for Christmas, again, is Scrooged with Bill Murray. Great, funny movie. Yeah, there's some dramatic scenes in there and stuff, but great freaking movie. And one of Anne Ramsey's like last appearances in a movie. And yeah, if you haven't seen this yet, check it out. This version, I really wish they would re-release and do it right, because this one is DNR'd to death. And it's Mickey's Christmas Carol. It's a really bad print. It's just so flat, and just the sound even sucks on it. It's like, why would you even release that on Blu-ray? It's just like they didn't even try. This does have bonus animated shorts, Pluto's Christmas Tree, and the rest are like snow-based Christmas shorts, but they're not actually Christmas shorts. So, yeah. Mickey's Christmas Carol. It would have been nice if they would have put a small one on there. But, sorry. Maybe one day. There's another one of my favorites. Robert Zemeckis film. Disney's A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. If you haven't seen this one yet, check it out. It's a really dark version for Disney to even put out. It really is. Some of the scenes like gives you chills. I mean, that's how dark and disturbing some of these scenes are. And yeah, so this is not, I don't, there's some kids that I would not show this to. I was like, if you're under a certain age, no, maybe 9 and up or something like that, because this is kind of dark for a Disney movie. But it is an amazing motion capture movie where the actor had all this green stuff on, the balls and the green suit and stuff, and that's how they filmed it. So yeah, really good movie. Finally, my last in the series of Christmas Carol stuff. It is a good one. The Muppets Christmas Carol. Now, I heard that they were going to come out with the extended version of this with the song that was cut out originally, which I have on DVD in here because I bought the DVD and the DVD had the deleted scene on it, so I just put it as a bonus, as a combo pack. And yeah, so they were supposed to do it, and guess they didn't. But if they do, I want to get it. Holiday Inn, another great musical with Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire. There you go. If you haven't checked that one out. Christmas in Connecticut, Barbara Stanwyck. I love Barbara Stanwyck. She has really great work, but I haven't watched this yet, so yeah. One of my favorite ones I have to watch every year. Chevy Chase, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. How can you not have this in your collection? I have this twice. Once is in a box set. It was like a UK box set with all of the vacation movies in it. And I didn't want to, like, every time Christmas came around, I don't want to look for that and pull it out and then I have to put it back into the into the shelves and stuff. So this one was better. And I like the original artwork. This movie, Miracle on 31st Street, looked up before I made this video, and believe it or not, this was released in July of what year is this? 1940, no. Oh, looking at the wrong back here. July of 1947. Why they did it? I mean, there is Christmas in July. I know that. But why didn't they release this in like a November? I don't know. It's a Christmas movie, and it's always been a Christmas movie ever since I was little. But, I did not know that it got released in July of 47. It's kind of weird, but it's a good movie. And then this one was released in November of whatever year it came out, in 94. The remake of A Miracle on 31st Street. Produced by John Hughes, I think. Yes, produced by John Hughes. Screenplay by John Hughes. And that's it. So, yeah, it's John Hughes. Yeah, I had to have it for the collection. And Richard Attenborough, right? Yeah, Richard Attenborough from Jurassic Park. He's a great actor. Oh, Mr. Christmas Carol. This is kind of a story of Charles Dickens inventing the Christmas Carol. That's the man who invented Christmas, which I need to see this soon before Christmas. This one was a recommendation from Alan of Kermit's Ghost. So, yeah, I got to check this one out. A very merry, shit, can't read it backwards. It's a very merry Muppet Christmas movie. It was a made-for-TV movie, but it was really good, really well done. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Amazon cheap. Prep and Landing and Prep and Landing, Naughty and Nice. Very, very good 25-minute specials each. And there's like another short in there as well, and some other bonus stuff. So, yeah. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend checking this out. Yeah. Another Disney Christmas movie. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Awesome movie. And Jonathan Taylor Thomas. A lot of his movies are being released on Disney Movie Club right now. So, if you have Disney Movie Club, at all of his movies. He's entertaining. He's a good guy. Now he doesn't look like that. He changed dramatically. Nightmare Before Christmas. This is the anniversary edition. There's a newer version of this, which I have, and I was looking at the back. You know, all these special features, exactly the same. So I figure I'm going to keep this one, because this one has actually an extra feature that's not on the newer version. This one was fun. This one was a 25-minute featurette before the before the movie Coco, when Coco first came out, and it is Olaf's Frozen Christmas. That slip is awesome and beautiful. And then there's the same freaking shorts that I was talking about on Mickey's Christmas Carol. Yep, the same freaking shorts. Pluto's Christmas. I don't know why they just didn't put something else different on here. Like they could have put the small one on it. They could have put some other Christmas shorts on it, but they stuck with the same ones on the back. Same ones. But this is well worth getting. I don't know if you're going to get it with a slip, but I had to get this for the Frozen collection. And yes, I have seen them, every single Frozen thing, even the stuff that's on Disney Plus. This one I got, I want to say last year, around, I don't know, October, November, something like that. It's the 3 movie collection of the Santa Claus, and this is a Disney Movie Club exclusive artwork and stuff. So yeah, I got it. I could have got it at the store for the same price. This is a Blu-ray DVD collection. It's really kind of heavy. So yeah, so there you go. Beauty and the Beast, The Enchanted Christmas. This decent art, decent animation for a made-for-video thing that came out years ago, and not to mention the fact that they put this in widescreen. It's originally in full screen. That's the way it was, but it's in widescreen. Looks all right. This was the ultimate holiday collection with every single, well, not every single, there's more. There's actually new ones that just came out this year that are not on here, but it's the holiday collection from DreamWorks. Even the movie Rise of the Guardians, which is technically not a Christmas movie. It has every single holiday in the movie, so it's good. It's really good though. If you haven't checked that movie out, there you go. Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Nice. It's sparkly. Yeah. So this one is a classic. But the thing is, it's like there's another. There's 2 specials on here. The Grinch is the Cat in the Hat, and Halloween is Grinch Night. I seen Halloween is Grinch Night. Doesn't say the word Halloween there at all. It just has nothing to do with Halloween. It's just something that the Grinch is scaring people at the time of the year. So yeah, it was well worth getting for this and those 2 bonus shorts or television specials. And then this one, actually loved it. It was very funny. The Grinch, from the company that made Despicable Me. Really, really good if you haven't seen it. And then Jim Carrey in Ron Howard film, The Grinch Stole, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Right? Yeah, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I haven't said that in a while, so. Yeah, this is a good movie, and Jim Carrey was hilarious in it. And yeah, it's a classic now. Here's a movie that just came out on 4K, but I don't think I'll be getting it on 4K. It's Krampus. This is the special winter cover for Krampus. There's another cover that looks like this, but it's a dark cover with houses in the back. This one is a different limited edition cover. The one that came out on 4K is a little bit longer, and it's got more swear words in it and a little bit more violence that they cut out to make it a PG-13 rating. So that's why I don't see it necessary to buy it. This is fine. This movie is kind of messed up and twisted. It's better watch out. yeah, the kid's a psycho in it, and they do some Home Alone jokes in there that, yes, you have to see this movie if you haven't seen it. Better watch out. Great horror Christmas flick. This is another great horror flick, Christmas flick, but it's not available anymore. I think it's out of print. Secret Santa. It might be in Germany still, if you want to get a copy of that, but this was a really disturbing, dysfunctional family movie, but it's great. Very violent. This one, Alan got for me, Kermit's Ghost. Get Santa. Really good movie. Very funny. Warwick Davis right there. And he's not in he's not in a lot of the movie, but he does shine in it. And I really wish he was the main character. Yeah, but this is a great movie. It might be out in America. I don't know. But that's all region, in case you're wondering, because it's Warner Brothers. Classic beyond classics, and TBS will be showing this 24 hours. Christmas Eve to Christmas Day, it is A Christmas Story. Classic. Yes. What more can I say? Not one of my favorite movies, but it's funny. Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito, Matthew Broderick. It's okay movie, but it's funny. This one, The Hogfather, not this one, but The Hogfather is a Christmas-based film, and it's like 3 hour. It's a 3 hour movie, but it was a BBC thing. Both of these were BBC's, but it's well worth checking out. Fred Claus, very, very good comedy from Vince Vaughn. Jingle All the Way. Well, don't go get down. I won't do that again. And Jingle All the Way 2, which I thought this was going to be bad, but it was actually pretty funny. And it's got the wrestler in there, so Santino Morello, which is not his real name. It's something else. But yeah, it was a hilarious movie. And you got the classics right here. Home Alone 1 and 2. It's an older one because now they put them both in one disc, one case. So yeah, so I don't think I'm going to upgrade this. It's not worth it. Another motion capture movie, Polar Express. It's another Robert Zemeckis, isn't it? Yeah, Robert Zemeckis film. The Polar Express. Tom Hanks did a great job in it. This blew me away, this movie. Arthur Christmas. Great fun movie. And yeah, if you haven't seen this one, pick it up. You might still be able to find copies of this at like Big Lots or, you know, places like that. This is where I got mine from Big Lots, I think. And this is the 3D version, which I have no 3D TV to watch it, but it's a great movie. Highly recommend it. Elf, Will Ferrell with James Caan. Elf. And then you got Daddy's Home 2, which was a Christmas release movie. Kind of like there's Bad Moms Christmas. It's the same thing. It was released at Christmas time. So it's also got John Cena in it. Alright, there's the Hulk Hogan one, which I watched. It was decent. It also has a young Mila Kunis in it, and the other guy from That 70s Show. There she is. There he is. Got Ron Howard's brother, Santa with Muscles. Pete's Christmas. This is kind of like Groundhog's Day. Everyone had a copy off of it, and that's what it's like. So Bruce Dern is in it. So it's worth checking out in one of these years. Just Friends. This is a Canadian import. The only way you could get it is from Canada, but it is out of print. Black Activity. Looked good. Picked it up from the Dollar Tree, so I don't know what it's like, so I'll watch that one day. This is actually surprisingly good. My wife got me hooked on this movie. The Holiday. Jack Black. Yeah, he was awesome in this movie. And there's a cameo by Dustin Hoffman when they're in the Blockbuster video store. That was a great scene. If you haven't seen this movie, check it out. Check it out. Another funny movie, and it would have been a funny movie at all if it didn't have Robin Williams in it. The rest of the cast was okay, but Robin Williams had the best scenes, in my opinion. And, yeah, great movie. Oh, Bad Santa. And half this cast is gone. John Ritter and Bernie Mac, gone, unfortunately. And Cloris Leachman was in this movie, and she's now gone. She played the grandmother. That was senile. But this is well worth checking out. The unrated version is better than the rated version, because the director's cut was 88 minutes long, and the theatrical, or the unrated version, is 98 minutes long. So, I don't know. Do the math. And then this one was okay. It was an okay sequel. It had its moments. It was funny. And Bad Santa 2. The unrated version. I don't think there's a rated version on here. Theatrical. Yes, they do. They have a theatrical and an unrated version on there. And the unrated version is longer than the theatrical. This is from Broad Green Pictures, which no longer exists, sadly. And Miramax released this as well. Something I found at the Dollar Tree. I'm like, yeah, might as well get it, because maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll just put it on the TV. It is a fireplace. It's just, that's all for your TV. Just a fireplace. So maybe I'll check that out one day. Office Christmas Party. Not the greatest film. Was supposed to be filmed in Chicago, but it was actually filmed in, I think, Georgia, where they film mostly everything now. And there was like one scene filmed in Chicago, one actual scene, and it was basically the camera panning over stuff, and that was it. But yeah, it's a funny movie, but it's not as raunchy as I thought it would be. So, yeah. This one was kind of a letdown for me. I thought it was going to be better. Seth Rogen movie the night before. I thought it was going to be way funnier than it was. It was not that funny. And, you know, I guess there's Hanukkah in this one too. It's like Hanukkah, Christmas, and stuff like that. About three friends that always spend Christmas together and stuff. It's a stoner movie too, of course. This movie I've seen one year. It's like a one-time watch, but it is Love the Coopers. Great cast, if you could read that. Great cast. But it's like a one-time Christmas movie. Then there's this one. Why Him? This is a Christmas-based movie, and it did get released in November of the year it came out in 2016. It has two dates on there, 2016, 2017. It was probably released 2016, but his daughter, Bryan Cranston's daughter in the movie, is out for Christmas break, and she wants him to meet her boyfriend, Mr. James Franco. I am not going to say anything about that, but yeah, his career's over. And, you know, the comedy ensues. You even got, who else is in here? Bryan Cranston, James Franco. You got Keegan Michael Key, and Cedric the Entertainer. So it was a really decent film. This one, I think a lot of people have seen this. It's very raunchy but very funny. I don't have the 3D TV, but you know, I can just imagine what the 3D parts were. Harold and Kumar's a very Harold and Kumar Christmas, and yeah, this is very funny, very raunchy, very funny. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's a Harold and Kumar movie. So another one I found at the Dollar Tree. Uncle Nick. This is one of the hell of a raunchy movie, and yeah, another get together with your family movie, and it's dysfunctional, and there's some really disturbing parts in this movie, but it is funny. It's dark humor, but it's really funny, and yeah, it's from Dark Sky Films, so there you go. So if you ever do find this, pick it up. It's hell of a raunchy film. It might be on streaming. Another great film my wife got me hooked on, Love Actually, and it's got a young Andrew Lincoln in there from Walking Dead. It's a really great film, and Alan Rickman's in this. Rest in peace, Alan Rickman. It's just a great movie. If you haven't seen it, see it. Not that great of a Christmas movie. Vince Vaughn was funny in it, and Jon Favreau was funny in it, and some other people were funny in it, but Reese Witherspoon did not work well with Vince Vaughn, not at all. She did not have any chemistry with him, and he's more of a professional. You got to do it this way, this way, this way. So maybe she didn't like that, but it's a movie that if it's on TV, I'll watch, but I'm not going to go out of my way to put it in the Blu-ray player. This is a movie, Noel. It's not a comedy. It's a pure-out drama. I heard it was kind of depressing, but it has, look at that cast. Look at that cast. Paul Walker, that's what sold me, and Rob Williams has a very small part in this. I think he's uncredited. Alan Arkin's in it, so this movie, one day I'll check out. It's Noel. And this happens to be just a BDR, whatever company FilmRise is. It's a freaking BDR. I think it is a press disc if you get the DVDs. But, whatever. My only two New Year's Eve movies. And one is New Year's Eve, directed by the late great Gary Marshall, and got a hell of a good cast on there. You could check that out. Just look at all those faces on there. There's no names on here, but there's faces. So yeah, it's a good movie. It's funny. And then the other one, we'll cover this up because that's not a Christmas movie. Christmas movie, New Year's movie. 200 Cigarettes. You got a young Paul Rudd in it. Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, Dave Chappelle's in it. Courtney Love, Jay Moore, young Christina Ricci's in it, and of course Paul Rudd was in it. And it was an MTV film, but it's really good. If you find this because it's on DVD only, not on Blu-ray, check it out. I'm done. That's it. And some of this is probably going to get edited down, so you're going to see some tweaking in there as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you have any comments or questions about anything I showed in this big ass stack of movies for the holidays, feel free to questions below. All right, that's it. That's all I want to say is Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and remember, movies are your best entertainment, especially the holidays. Yeah, movies entertain all year round, but the holiday ones are the special ones.